So, in the name of God, I want to introduce one of world traveler and also one of my good friends in Iran. Mattia Miraglio is our guest, and we wanted to make some friendly interview about his journey around the world. So, Mattia, welcome to Iran, and we wanted to ask something about your trip.
Thank you. Salam, everybody. Thank you.
So, please tell us about you and your age and your target of your journey.
Yes, I'm a globetrotter because I walk around the world, and my name is Mattia, and my age is 26, so I was born in 88, and my journey is beginning in Italy. I try to do 50,000 kilometers around the world just by walk.
50,000 kilometers. By what?
By walk, just by walk. Where is it possible, by walk, and without trains, without buses, and just with my legs and my mind.
So in this way, you are the first people that use and select this type of traveling around the world?
Not in Italy. I think I'm the first. I think so. But there is, I think, less than 10 people in the story that try to walking around the world, because a lot of globetrotter is by bicycle or by motorbike, or without air, but without fly. But by walking is very particularly type of traveler. So it's like this.
Good. Congratulations, and we are very pleasure to come to our country. And how long stay in Iran, and what about your idea about Iran people, culture and historical?
Yeah, you know, because you are my friend. But, yes, I stay here more than 1 month in your house, in your family, and so thank you for that. And
our pleasure.
I was like, now it's just like my second home, because the Iranian people is very similar to the Italian people, for example, and I'm very enjoyed with you, and I like Iranian. I like the geography of Iranian. I like the people. The people is very hospitality people, and I hope that in the future, for example, the Europe people think about the travel in your country, because it's a beautiful and is a very easy to watch in your country. It's no like bad information in Europe, because a lot of things I told you, there is no a very good information about your country. It's a safe country, and the people 99% is very good and nice. So, you know.
Thank you very much. It's most important for us to show for everybody about the realistic things in Iran, about the culture and about the people. So thank you very much. But this is very good for us to more explain about your journey and about another part of your trip after Iran, for the people who interested more about your trip.
And after Iran, this is the first 6 months, so 5,000 kilometers until here, until Tehran. And after Iran, I went to across northern of India, so Nepal.
Nepal,
yes. After that, if it's possible, Bangladesh. If it's possible, Myanmar and Birmania, because the borderline is closed.
So there is a lot of Burma and
and Thailand.
Thailand.
After Thailand, I want to cross the Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Australia.
This is a big part of the south part of the world.
Exactly, and especially Australia, I want to across this, if it's possible. The desert is like a 2,000, 3,000 kilometers in the desert, in the outback of Australia. There's nothing, but I want to tell something, because I'm a normal person, so for me it's the first desert, very hard desert, so I don't know what can I do. I don't know if I can survive over there. I just prepared a little bit, but not very much. Anyway, after Australia, I want to go to Northern America, so I want to cross northern to southern. and then it's very simple now, but it's not like simple like this. And then I want to take some, if it's possible, cargo ship
I see.
to the southern Africa, and across the east part of the southern Africa. Everything is possible about the bureaucracy and the safe person. So southern Africa until northern Africa, to go in the Egypt and then Algeria and Marrakesh. Then I come back to Portugal, Spain, French, and then Italy, and
again
I can close the cycle. I think it's 50,000 kilometers. Maybe it's more than 50,000, but it's just more or less. You know, in 5 years. I calculate in 5 years.
Wow, it's very long distance and long journey, and we wish you to be safe and keep yourself during your trip. But I want a question about how many kilometers can you pass in one day, normally average?
The media is minimum 40 kilometers. Maximum is 60. Depend of the territory, and if there is a mountain, you can do it 30, 40 kilometers in the you know
fluctuation.
And but it depends. The media is 40 kilometers.
Good. And I'd like to ask you about your profession, sporting experience, and the skills from mountain climbing or skiing that we.
About the sport, I was for a lot of years the footballer player. But I love the mountains. I'm a snowboarder and climber, and my job was I did a lot of jobs because for take the money for this trip. I not study very well because I was to take a decision to a good life. You want to study or you want to go with the travel, you want to a traveler or not. So the way was two, and so I chose the traveler.
Nice, but there is no any distance different between, because I saw you always in many time or reading books, and also when you watching some people and traveling as a university, you can understand more things about.
I study for myself. Enjoy the study, of course.
Nice time. And another important question about the first time when you decided to start and planning for this trip.
The idea there was in a lot of time in my mind, but it was a completely crazy idea. So when I was in the last 2 years very depression, especially in London, because I lived in London like 1 year. After London, I took the decision just in one normal day. I was a smoker, for example. And the first moment was I think about this is my last cigarette.
Nice.
The last cigarette for the life. I finished the cigarette. I put in the cigarette, and I took the decision for this travel. Yeah. And then it was 1 year ago.
1 year ago, you was another behavior and lifestyle, and this year you are a world traveler, and became many changes on your life, and try to travel every day on all of the country. Nice. It's a very good point to for some young people also to decide to change everything on their life. So what about another city of Iran instead of Tehran? We visit Tehran and somewhere. Please talk about more about your trip.
Thank for you and your family as well, because you put me on for every your country. I enjoyed the Yazd. Yazd city was very nice, and all the city about the religion and history. I think it's I told in my post of internet.
It's the center of Persia.
Center of Persia.
Yes.
It was amazing things in the desert. And then Shiraz to Persepolis. That's it. It's very nice.
At early morning, as your first time you visit there, I remember about your famous sentence. My trip start here.
Yeah, exactly. I told you. And after that, Isfahan. Isfahan is a
And
beautiful
what about
city.
this one?
Isfahan is a
Yeah, half of the world. What was your idea?
yeah. This the Imam Khomeini Square was like one of the best things I saw in my life. Isfahan is amazing. A beautiful story, a beautiful architecture, and very nice. I think it's the best city in Iran when I see.
And also, I remember about when we saw the special church, one
the
church.
Armenian church.
So, did you think before that there is available this type of artistic environment and beautiful church in Iran?
In Iran, exactly. I was like in Europe because it was like, oh, it's a dreamer in the side.
And you know about the painter?
Yeah.
The person who art and Vatican comes and design.
Exactly, like you can find it in Rome, in Italy, and somewhere in Europe. So it was amazing. Yeah.
So you visit Georgia and also Armenia. Did you know about Georgian people, Armenian people, and Iranian people live to Persia together as brothers and close together?
Yeah, it's very nice.
In Isfahan.
In Isfahan, yeah.
So good. Today you left Tehran.
Yeah.
And we have a great chance to visit and meet you in our country. And this is the last hours that you are our guest. And I want to talk more about your family and your fiancé and something special, personal things, if you would like.
Of course, my family is very important, and my mother and father support me a lot of day. And thank you for that, for my nice family, and thank you for my fiancée, because Julia, the name is Julia, is amazing, and I don't know how many women can live your fiancé just for happiness, you know. It's just for my happiness, because she's alone in my home, so she wait me. And this is the love, I think.
I saw every time she checks you for support you, for organize your program, for example, booking your hotel and anything for you. You can say hello here to Julia. So thank you very much, Julia, for all your support, and I wanted to say special thanks about your family, your dear mother and also father, because